another Sunny video with me, OR Tips, also as Action Man 2010. It's been a while since I've done any videos. I've been kind of just letting this new DLC kind of pan out so everybody can kind of see how it works and everything, and how everything else, like the augmentation system, which I'll be talking about in this video today, which is what I'll be going through. So if you haven't already tried the Teen Titans DLC and episode, just go ahead and log into DC Universe Online. It's available on PC, PlayStation 4, and a few other systems. And go ahead and download the app. Like I said, this particular episode is called the Teen Titans Island, or new episode. And I want to say it's with the new versions of the world open world we haven't seen yet. Like I said, what you want to do when you first come in is you want to check your journal. There'll be two little slight missions. One's going to be setting up with your augmentation. The one's going to be talking to a cyborg on a separate small island. Looks just like this one. It's kind of an opening to the actual DLC. You want to select it on your mission journal. Then the loot item for you that has to do with your augmentation. It's going to get 4 of them look like this. This one's support, just golden exobytes that you're going to put towards your augmentation. There's going to be 8 of them. These ones are support, always I'm DPS. So then if you scroll all the way to the right, you'll see where your artifacts is. Underneath that, you'll see original augments. They're going to give you about like 10, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 16, 17, 18. They're going to give you about, let's say, a little over 20 of these different metagenes. They're based on your role. You can pick them. There's mighty metagene. There's a precision metagene. There's a dominating metagene, a vital one, a restoring metagene. And these are what you're going to put into your augmentation screen, which will be the next one over. If you scroll with the R1 button to the right, you'll see this is the new system you're going to be using. As you can see, I've already put 4 in there. I decided to pick with some DPS, might, and then precision. And once you pop in there, it's going to rank up a little bit. It'll see it's equipped. Right now they're till 24. Now keep in mind that these up here is where the adaptive augments will go, the other ones. And you get the cores until a drop. Just 2 of them. Actually, it's up to 4 to 6 of them, just like the regular rolls. But because I am actually a CR of, I believe, let me see, I want to say, I'm a combat rating of 54. So because I'm 54, and you're kind of lower, you have to be like combat rating of at least 230, I think, for this particular to go in order to get the 2 drops for these augments right here that go in here. If you are of a 230 or higher, or maybe a little bit lower, you're probably going to get these 2 drops, which will drop with the other things, and you'll automatically be able to put them in there. If you're not, and all you have to do is just get like Titans credits. They look like this right here. The gold T, Titans credits. I think I have 12 right now. It takes 10 to get one of those cores that go on here at the very top. So they cost 10 per piece to get what you put in there. But like I said, it's because if you're 230, you can get them for free. If you're like I said, you're not a CR, you have to kind of get them off by doing missions and stuff like that. So anyway, that's how you do that. Once you put these in here, you can use anything like items, older items that you got, like exobytes, any kind of previous pieces that are now obsolete items that were used in the R&D station. Now they're kind of useless, so you can go ahead and trade them in and turn them into other exobytes. I don't have anything offhand I can show you at the moment. When you go to the R&D station, certain gear like these pieces here, you can actually put into the R&D station and turn them into these other exobytes. In fact, I can show you that in a minute. Right now I want to go do a quick little walk through this new DLC. This is the Titans Tower. Like I said, as you can scroll out here, this is the island. It's pretty big. It's a pretty good size. If you scroll out here, you can see it's definitely a good design. The letter T, the buildings in here are a big letter T. It's red and like kind of a concrete type of facade. It's pretty neat. As you see, the overworld's pretty big. Basically, a lot of raids is you have duos. You have an alert and 2 raids. The only thing you don't have is a challenge, and you do of course access them on your on-duty mission. Like I said, they will be in the event tab if you're kind of a lower CR like myself. You want to go on this mission just like the starter one as before, or the summary event, which is now permanent. This one is now permanent as well. If you go into the event, most lower people can use these items to go into the category of training simulation, which is the duo, and then the targeted one, which is the 4-player Titans mission. Of course, you have a stabilizer mission, the Titans Hive Reborn mission, and you also have a Titan Machine mission, or raid mission. So 2 raids, a 4-player, and a duo. Then of course you want to do the regular ones are listed here in the regular duo, 4-player, and 8 tabs up here in your on-duty tab. And of course, there's a few bounties. I believe there's a giant robot you have to fight, which is the actual big one, which is what people are actually fighting right now. You can see him down there. He's pretty big. He's called the giant robot. You want to have a pretty good sized team before you go ahead and do it, because it's going to be kind of hard to defeat by yourself. As you can see, you got Static out there and a few other people that are out there helping fight. That's that. You do have also some other bounties out here, around here. Like there's, I believe, Mammoth, Jinx, P. Simon, and Gizmo. They're all bounties, just like the other ones. You have to go fight them and you get a pretty good amount of credits for defeating them. Of course, there are some investigations and briefings which I may or may not go through pretty soon, depending on how far I get in this so far. I've just kind of started myself. But that's pretty much it for that. There is no numbers mission, you know, like the Starro mission where you have the 329 and other type of open worlds like Amazon Fury. They didn't do that for this one. I don't know if it's because they just didn't do it, or or they just forgot to. I think they just didn't do it this time, but they don't have that for this. Like I said, but that's pretty much the open world. If you go around the other side, you can also see this is the portal that goes back to the watchtower. There's also one on the ground that can warp you up to the top of this tower in case you don't want to fly up here, or if it's taking too long for you, you can just warp up here immediately. And here's also this little vending unit here. Once you first started, I already did it, but this is actually the vending exploration kiosk that you'll activate it. And this one over here starts the explorations. There's like 5 or 6 of them around the world that you want to go and look for. And once you get them all, you get like, I think, 4 Titan credits for doing that. So, like I said, it's pretty interesting. I really was excited about this. It's pretty fun. Of course, you have your yellow investigations, and we're going to go ahead and collect it right now. So here's this one. This is a fan letter, collectible Beast Boys scrapbook. I haven't clicked yet, so I'm going to click that one. I got 3 out of 8, so that's that. Anyway, that's pretty much it for that. And then, of course, some of the regular missions you do. There's, like I said, the bounty. There's a few robots. Basically, this island's full of, like, Teen Titan type of robots or droids that they created. I think it's Cyborg created. He also created this tower. They'll explain that a lot of the explorations. But I believe a lot of the robots you'll see on this island are hacked into by various villains or people around here. And you have to go and reanimate or reactivate them so they're programmed the right way. Basically, this one thing is like a huge tower that's protected by guns and robots that they're all making of Cyborg that protect this island from being attacked by villains or other. So it's kind of interesting. And your job is to make sure the island is kept so it won't be attacked, including destroying this giant robot which keeps spawning down there. As you can see, they're fighting it right now. I've already done it myself. It's over. It takes a little bit. It takes a good 8 to 10 people to actually destroy him. And of course, the other bounties take a good 4 or 5, 6 people at most. But that's pretty much it. It's like any other open world. It has its missions, bounties, and of course the raids. Like I said, the raids are anywhere from the events to the regular missions, which is the 235 plus to 250 CR. Like I said, they actually are harder for the ones that you're doing. And like I said, but if you know the mechanics to these raids, just like anything else, once you learn them and get higher up in CR, they're going to be like anything else, a piece of cake. Anyway, now I'm going to go to the watchtower. I'm just going to show you what in the R&D station has changed real quick. So if you follow me into the watchtower, we're going there real quick. I'm just going to go in the meta wing to show you what it is. Basically, all older items, as you see, like mod kits, any kind of recovery kits you can still use for certain things to take the mods pieces out of your gear. But as far as when I started, the only thing that was in there was the tactical mods. They already removed everything out of your gear, so you don't have anything. As you can see, my gear doesn't have anything but white sockets, and you can put those in there from your actual base items. In the kiosk that has the tactical mods where you get your base items and orbital strikes and whatnot. They have all your white mods. You can still get those in a time capsule, which I might show in a little bit, that actually you can unlock, and it puts all kinds of new ones and old ones, so you don't have to worry about opening time capsules anymore. You can just get them right out of your base in a little kiosk that drops them. You get a capsule they open up and it gives you all the ones you need, like legs, just any one you need beside the older ones you have. So it's actually a pretty good update. I want to say you don't have to worry about scrounging or unlocking time capsules or having necessary stabilizers just to open one to get those. They're available all the time you want in your base. You can get as many times as you want. Anyway, here's the R&D station. As you can see, by my assembly, these are the different ones now. The solid MK1 exobyte, the pristine MK, all those different kinds of exobytes you can get in here that you can actually do some R&D some research and development, and of course you can still get the exo materials available all over the world. Instead of exo bits, you drop exo materials now, which you can use towards your flawed MKs or whatever, and you can put them into your augmentation, so it helps with it. So if you go over here to this, select any one of these. Once you get to this stage, you can put any one of these in here, and then you'll be placing any kind of other things that you find here, like any kind of items, exobytes or whatever, even those ones I showed you earlier, like these, and they're with a good amount of experience, and you can actually make them into your thing. They rank up. They're just kind of like artifacts. They're pretty much no different with the way they rank up. Because if I go in here and select this, you'll see I'm already at rank 128. You just keep building up, and then you got to keep going. So obviously this is something that it only ranks up as you go along with the episodes now. But it's almost exactly like artifacts. I don't see any real difference, because you do still get catalysts for it that you have to get. You get them out of the Teen Titans Island mission. So that's the current one. But that's pretty much it for the R&D station. All their items, even things in your base, including ones in your bank, you may want to take out and use them towards your augmentation, because they are going to be worth any kind of thing towards your gear. They're going to be worth any kind of upgrades towards your rank for your augmentation artifacts. So any kind of most items you can use, and you can trade them in for those to upgrade your ranks for augmentation. They're all useful for that, because you can't use them for anything else. But the good news is your inventory is pretty clear, as you can see. I used quite a bit of mine already, and my inventory is pretty much empty. So is my bank. But that's pretty much that. Let's see what else I'm going to talk about. Let's see. If you go to your base, just 1 second here. So as you can see, this is your regular kiosk where you get your orbital strikes and whatever you need for your tactical mods to go into your gear. But as of now, the only thing you can put in there is tactical mods still. But mods and everything else are no longer useful; they're obsolete, so you can't use them for much of anything. They have no use anymore. So you go in here, and as you can see, oops, wait here. Let's see. For instance, I got 24. I don't have 25 yet, but since I don't have this unlocked yet, what I have to do is unlock the tactical mods, which is set 1. You also have tactical mods 2 and boost. So once you unlock these, since I don't have it unlocked right now, I don't have enough to unlock it, but they'll appear in this kiosk over here, and you'll have all the tactical mods for that particular thing as long as you unlock it over here in your base. And then in here, you'll go in here, select them off this list when it appears, and they'll be like almost like a type capsule you've seen icon. You can select it, and they have all kinds of things for your legs and other pieces that you could never get before, that you can get as many times as you want in here, as long as you have the gear slot open for the white mod. So there's no more searching for time capsules anymore. There's no more waiting to get that one or trying to find them on the broker and spend all kinds of ridiculous money on it. All you have to do is go in here and you can get it on your kiosk for orbital strikes and whatnot in your base. So it's all available. So it's actually very accessible now. Everything's pretty much self-explanatory. Everything's much easier now. Ranking up your thing is not that hard. All you just collect pieces everywhere over the world, and you can take your equipment, which I recommend is equipment here. Once you get your new equipment, and you put in place of this your old equipment, you can now save it in your build, and you can take the old equipment and you can turn it into those regular pieces I showed you earlier in the R&D station and put them into your augments. And like I said, keep in mind, if you are a lower CR, like me, I'm only 54, you will have to wait until you're a CR to get these drops. Otherwise, the only way you can get these is if you just get Mark's Teen Titan credits, which should be pretty easy. You know, it's just 10 a piece, and you can get one of them, put them in here, and then you can upgrade those are the same ones. Like I said, all based on your role, your mentor, whatever you are. So the role you are, they'll drop these, and you can put them into your boxes. You can put 4 in here, and of course you double them up, you'll get like a bonus for it. So it's pretty cool. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I mean, the Teen Titan DLC consists of the duo, like I said, in the event tab or the regular on duty for your CR level, whether you're 10 and up to 250. And there's the duo, an alert, and 2 raids. They're pretty interesting. A lot of new characters and old ones that you'll see. I may be doing some videos on some of the duos and alerts and one of the raids pretty soon, depending on how much I learn and how much I want to show. But thanks for watching, everybody. Hope it's helped you. Like I said, there's various videos on YouTube you can watch. But if you like this video, please like and subscribe. I do appreciate your time. Thanks for watching. And if you haven't checked this DLC already, go ahead and check it out. It's pretty awesome. There's also some gear styles for Cyborg available. the sparkly one. It's kind of like in the Lobo for the Doom Metropolis. They have the same thing like gear, sparkly one for female and male, a new cyborg look, and of course, augmentation is a new system which I think you'll enjoy. It's much easier and more useful. So with that being said, I think you guys have watched this video. I hope I showed you. I'll be doing some more videos. Keep watching and like and subscribe to this video if you want to see more in the future. Thanks. Have a good day. Bye bye now.